All right. First, I want to talk about, how to maintain the health of intestinal tract. It has a couple of points. First point is that we can maintain the health of intestinal tract with the right diet. And the second thing is we can maintain the health of intestinal tract with right herbs. Okay? Medicinal herbs. And thirdly, we can maintain the health of intestinal tract with right lifestyle in general, and the mental attitude. Now, there's about 8 meters of intestinal tract, and there are these small buds, that intestines have. So they're meant to extract the vitamins and minerals out of the food and give you the strength. All iron, magnesium, protein, and all other nutrients. So B12 and stuff like that. So now, what type of food you should put in so that this extraction can be maximum, or at least optimum? The best food that goes inside that it's able to extract and the intestine then able to extract the nutrients out is the steamed food. Steamed food is important because when we steam the food, then the air goes out. The vata, excess of air goes out. So otherwise, if we eat too much raw food, it creates a lot of gases behind. Same thing goes if we eat a lot of baked food, a lot of bread, that brings the heaviness and gases inside. And then fried food and cooked food, like a very cooked, So let's say instead of steaming your carrots, you're cooking your carrots. So everything preferably should be steamed. Now soups are a bit different, okay? But the food in general should be steamed. The steamed food is the best food. So it's considered a dry food. So it goes in, it's a dry food for the metabolic fire. And then that fire it just crackles it. And the dry fuel creates very little ashes behind. Very, very little residues behind. The wet food, which is very mushy, it has a problem of digestion. It means it cannot be burned completely down. It leaves behind a lot of toxic mass. In the form of phlegm. Phlegm is the enemy number one for you. So the food that cannot be digested leaves behind the phlegm. So that phlegm actually it's a pool of all kind of bacteria and viruses that sit inside you. And something happens to you, and you get a mosquito bite, a dengue, and then that poison goes inside and spreads all over the body thanks to phlegm that's already there. Therefore, we have to have intake of the food that's dry in its nature, that does not leave the phlegm behind.
All the fruits, like banana, mango.
Yeah, okay, like this. So people have different digestive fire. When you're young, you can digest much more, all kind of rubbish. But when you get old, very difficult. Age of 35 plus or 40 onwards, things do change in the body. Therefore, the food that's taken inside has to be also according to that age. Now, the best food to eat is the steamed food, we said. Of course, the raw food has also its place, but it should not be like all the time eating raw food. Just a little bit, so just to clean the system, especially raw herbs like the parsley, like coriander, you know, and then winter herbs and summer herbs like this mint in the summer, for example. These are good herbs to take before eating, just to clean the system. And because the herbs themselves have a lot of minerals and vitamins, they, the intestinal tract likes to extract nutrients out of the herbs. So the herbs are always good food. Now, the food that's steamed, as we said, is dry, and by its nature is easily digested. Then also important thing is when you're going to eat the food. The best time to eat is midday, because digestion is the strongest, because the sun is up in the sky, and hence your digestive power is there. Unlike in the night when the moon comes up and the sun sets down, after the sunset you should preferably not eat unless you're very sure that you're going to digest. But you won't. It's going to leave more toxins behind. That's for sure. And with age you're going to feel it more. Because at night the food has to metabolize itself. And the metabolization doesn't happen only to the food, it happens to your thoughts, mind. Everything that was consumed with the mind, by mind throughout the day, it has to be metabolized over the night. Eating at night, you're going to have more dreams, more disturbed sleep, more heavy, kind of, you know, dull sleep that's not good. And when you get up in the morning, wake up in the morning, you're going to be still tired, not rested. But if you go to bed pretty much with kind of a, you know, empty stomach or nearly empty stomach, and then you wake up in the morning, then you feel like very fresh. You get up, you do yoga, you meditate, your intelligence, your mind are bright. So then we can also maintain the health of intestinal tract through herbs. I think Triphala is the best one to maintain the health of the colon. It balances all the three doshas, Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Triphala, and then all kind of other herbs, as I said, parsley, coriander, fresh, ginger. It's an important herb to always use it. Black pepper is also good, destroys Vata and Kapha at the same time. For example, red chilies are not good. For some strange reason, you know, despite they have drying property, the sort of, you know, people who are obese, they don't help them to really lose weight, they actually help them to put on weight. But if you take a little bit of a green chili, that's okay. But black pepper is more sattvic, more pure, so use that more in the cooking. Then there are all kind of other herbs that helps you to reduce the gaseous mass. Anise, fenugreek, cumin, like this. So intestinal tract, intestines like to have this type of herbs in their system. They feel good about it, you know, so they like to absorb the minerals and vitamins out of these herbs. So the cook, whatever the food, whatever is cooked, should be cooked with a lot of herbs, this type of herbs inside, actually steamed. So you can use the pressure cooker for steaming, even when you make a khichdi. Or you can use steamer itself. You can steam the vegetables on top. That's also very good. In that way, the properties of the vegetables are preserved. Now, the food, then we have the fruits, okay? That was your question. The fruits. How do fruits actually, you know, we don't cook the fruits really. So some fruits are good, like in the morning you can take, like a papaya here in India, it's plenty, and it's very good for your liver. It adds digestive fire. You're going to feel very good. Then, as we said before in the class, somebody asked about apple. Apple is good, but sometimes if you have a lot of air inside the body, apple aggravates that air. Okay? And then there's banana. the fruit that really makes you happy is very tasty, but it can be also very heavy to the system. So if you want to lose weight or give rest to your intestinal tract, keep it a little light and don't eat bananas because make you put on weight. There's a lot of sugar. All fruits have a lot of sugar actually. Orange juice, a glass of orange juice, there's a sugar for a whole day there. So, so you don't need to put the white sugar inside. That's poison. So sugar means fruit sugar. If you have gourd, jaggery, cane sugar, pure, even organic is even better. Because it metabolizes differently than it does the normal white sugar. Right? So it's a better option. It has some minerals and vitamins inside too. So the fruits should be consumed. In the morning, it's good just to clean some system. Eating too much fruits is bad because it creates, they ferment inside the body. So you become an alcoholic. There's a lot of people who eat a lot of fruits and they're as good as being alcoholics because it all ferments inside. All the sugar ferments. The grains ferment inside too. There are people who are addicted to bread. Can you imagine? So that's really bad for intestines. But there are people like this. So that those grains ferment inside as well. So you're as good as being a whiskey drinker. Whiskey is also made from malt. So the fruits have very therapeutic purpose, but you should not overeat on them. With time, you'll understand that actually the best food is the steamed food. So, and when you steam it, also then add at the end whatever masala you make with the herbs, with the ghee. Ghee is the only fat that does not impair the functioning of the liver. In fact, it is good for the liver. It boosts the liver. Okay, don't eat it too much, but a little bit of ghee is good. It helps you lose weight. If you want one recipe how to lose weight with ghee, take 1 spoon of ghee and 2 spoons of honey. Eat twice a day like this before the meals, and then the weight will be lost. But good, pure honey, okay, not kind of sugary. So, and then if you want to put on weight, if you feel you're too skinny by any chance, then use 2 spoons of ghee and 1 spoon of honey, like that. I eat a lot of ghee, but I use a lot of energy. So a little bit ghee, 1-2 spoons like this is good, okay? Maintain that thing. All other oils, they're heavy for the liver. But now, there, for example, some people ask olive oil. Yes, it's good, but it's second distant best. It is still impairing the liver if you have any problem, weakness of the liver, and like that. But but generally it's good. But never use mustard oil. That's a poison for the liver.
So in a regular cooking, so though we are steaming most of it, but still the Indian cooking requires some bit of frying. So when we're using oil in cooking.
Yes.
So ghee can be topped up.
Yeah, you see, first of all, when you make a khichdi, you can do, for example, khichdi, you steam it in a pressure cooker, okay? And then you prepare separate masala with the ghee and chop some herbs inside, ginger and other stuff, cumin, burn it a little bit, and then add it into the ghee like this.
So whatever cooking has to be done should be done in ghee then?
Yeah, a little bit of ghee, exactly. So don't use too many other oils. Okay, you might try to do something Italian or Mediterranean food or something that olive oil is good. Do it. I'm not saying you don't eat. It's good for you to eat it actually. But if you want to boost the liver, ghee is a medicine in that sense. It's not just food. It's a medicine. So the intestinal tract likes this type of a food. It feels good, the steamed food, because it's considered dry fuel. It doesn't overburden it. Provided you don't eat the things at night, exactly. So the sun goes down, the body goes to rest, the digestion goes down as well. So, and yes, tell me.
You said consume 1 teaspoon of ghee with honey before meals twice a day.
Yeah.
But if we cook our food in ghee as well in a matter of a day, isn't that too much consumption of ghee?
No, you take very little ghee, né? So for the food to put inside, just a little bit, no? So that, huh?
Just teaspoon.
Yeah, you see, there's some people who burn a lot of calories every day, like me. But then there's some people who do nothing, just sit on a chair. So, of course, mentally you can work very hard. You can also burn the calories. That's one thing, you know. Just sitting down, studying or something can be very intense. But when you want to lose weight, just use a little bit ghee, and then a lot of herbs and spices like this, and then it helps you to lose weight. Because the ghee is used in all the Ayurvedic medicines, the lechian, as a paste. So it acts as a vehicle to go into all the 7 dhatu, 7 bodily constituents. So that's why the ghee is a vehicle. So to transform these herbs and its minerals and nutrients into the system like that, into the body, into the bloodstream, into the tissue, into the plasma, into the skin. So you get a nice glowing skin. Of course, excess of ghee puts you up in cholesterol. That's also there. So the intestinal tract has to be maintained in this way. Then, the best time to eat is midday. So if you want to lose weight, for example, you don't eat before 10 o'clock in the morning. Because the fire is not, especially if you're very obese, the fire is not yet ready. It needs some time to come up. You know, you don't start in the morning already the food and before the toxins got purged. You have to wait a little bit.
Okay. We eat nothing at all in the morning because we heard a lot about breakfast being good.
Yeah, I'm talking about losing weight, for example. I'm going to give comparison to everything. So then you can take maybe 10 o'clock, a little bit of fruits. That's already the sweet. So you take it a little bit just to clean it. And then midday, 12 o'clock, noon, you eat the proper meal. It's good. So now the other type of people who are not obese, okay, whose digestion is already very strong in the morning, then you can eat a little bit early. So usually it's good to wait a little bit before you eat. That's ideal. With kind of a modern lifestyle where we have to rush early to job or something, so we start eating breakfast very early sometimes, and that's not good for digestion. So much, you know, you already put the system inside. You know, in the morning, by nature, like that, the intestinal tract, on the stomach, you know, the liver, they want to have rest a little bit. You know, it's a time for spiritual practices, meditation, contemplation like this. But we're already rushing into the job, traffic, everything. So, and then suddenly we are already working very hard, and there's no peace inside, and we feel like consuming something put us already into the peace. So yeah, you take this kind of precaution. So at night, before the sunset, the food to eat is best. After the sunset, you take a little bit, like that. If you have to take it. Tell me?
Which food is after sunset?
Which food? Food that doesn't burn your system, man.
Khichdi.
Khichdi is more morning thing. You don't take it at night. You take some soup, man, at night. If you have to eat something, man. Don't take raw food at night. Not good.
So no salads.
Salad not good at night because creates more air inside, gases.
Milk, coffee.
Milk is heavy for the night. Milk is good to drink midday during the day. So, but if you want to lose weight, you don't drink milk. You should cut it out now for the beginning. The other bad food for stomach is yogurt, especially thick dahi here in India. Thick yogurt. Yogurt, as I lecture many times, can kill you, literally. I mean, it has its own virtues, but a cold yogurt can kill you. So it really blocks your intestinal tract. In Turkey, I have one student, she had pains everywhere. She couldn't lift up the hand like this. And then I asked her, eating a lot of yogurt? She said, yes, we make 5 kilos of yogurt every week. So consume that. Because the doctors tell you have to eat yogurt, you need to get your calcium and other stuff inside. It's not like that. So because it's cold, you know, cold thick yogurt, it's very bad for intestinal tract. It leaves a lot of how to say, mucus, a lot of phlegm around, you know. So that creates a lot of phlegm, and the body goes into the spasm, intestinal tract goes into spasm, colon goes into the spasm, and the air that's inside the body, vata, it's usually warm, but due to that type of cold food becomes cold, and suddenly that cold air goes into the joints because it has no other place to go. That's why we get the pains there, and movement is constricted, and we are stiff suddenly. And yogurt has that acidic thing. But yogurt itself, I mean, it's a good food. Don't get me wrong exactly. You should just not overeat it. That's
so how much should you eat?
Well, you see, how much depends from a person to person. You take a little bit, like a curd in the form of a curd, not very thick yogurt, and not cold. Okay, don't serve it cold. It's good to take after the meal. That's good, a little bit. You know?
One bowl.
Yeah, but if you take a little too much of it, it might make you feel tired sometimes. So it's good to eat maybe a little later the yogurt when you can still digest during the day, and then it's fine. You know. Yogurt is a good food, but depends how it is prepared. So if it's more cultivated, you know, very kind of light, that you feel set, you know, in a way a little bit, you know, has the kind of a, you feel it has a space between. That's easier one that you can digest. But one that's completely thick and compressed is like a cream, that's harder to digest. Like that. So this type of food is not good for intestinal tract, and the intestinal tract will reject it. Any other question regarding this?
They say in the morning when you wake up, the first thing you should have is a lot of water.
Yeah, you see, we are talking about the digestive fire has to come up. Now, I'm going to give you the trick. You eat according to and drink according to your prana, to your nostrils. When the left nostril is open, drink. When the right nostril is open, eat.
Okay.
Of course, you might feel very thirsty when the right nostril is open, but you might feel very hungry when the left nostril is open. So in that way, if you're hungry, left nostril open, take some liquid food like soup first, and then wait till the right nostril opens, then the tongue is the strongest. And then you can take, when you're very thirsty and the right nostril is open, you should not drink at that time, but put a little bit of a lemon juice inside the water and then consume it. That acidic taste, sour taste, will cheat the system like it's hot, like the sun, right? There's the sun chamber, right nostril. So, and it's okay. It goes inside, you can digest. But drink, when you drink with right nostril open, just plain water, it creates kind of a moisture inside the body. And you feel it like this. You don't feel good when you drink with the right nostril open. Test at home. But put a little bit of lemon juice, few drops, everything is different. Like that. Okay, this is it regarding this topic.